Welcome to clickmyproject.com.
It is our project title. Our project title name is Uncertain Data Clustering in Distributed Peer-to-Peer Networks. It is our project abstract. In our project abstract, the uncertain data clustering has been recognized as an essential task in this research of this data mining. The centralized clustering the algorithms are extended by defining by new the distance or similarity measurement to tackle the issues. With the fast development of this network application, there are the criticized method to show that the limitation in conducting the data clustering in the large dynamic distributed peer-to-peer network. Due to the privacy and security concurrent or the technical constraint brought the distributed environment. In this paper, we propose the novel distributed uncriteric data clustering algorithms in which the catalyzed the global clustering solution in this approximate by performing the distributed clustering. To shorten the execution time to reduce the technique is then applied to the transform the proposed method into this distributed form the replacing each uncertain data objective with this expected the criteria. Finally, the attribute weight entropy regulations and techniques enhance the proposed distributed clustering method to achieve the better result in this data clustering and extract the essential features in this cluster identification. The experiment on the both synthetic and the real world data have been shown the efficient and superiority of these present algorithms. However, in the many real applications today, like the sensor and monitoring and location based services, data mostly contains the inherently the uncertainty due to the random nature of this dynamic data generation, measurement inaccuracy, sampling, the transparency, data stalling, and the other error can be occurs. Generally, with this uncertainty, the data object is the no longer at the single point in the space, but it is the represented by this the probability destination functions. The traditional the clustering algorithms are the limited to the considering the geometric distance based similarity measurement between the centric data point and cannot efficiency evaluation the difference between the uncertainty data object. Last of this new cluster algorithms for the uncertainty data have become this proposed to tackle the issues. Yearly, the study on this uncertainty data clustering are mainly the various extension of this traditional clustering algorithms in criteria data by defining the new similarity measurement between the uncertain data object, including the ED based similarity and density based similarity and the distributed based similarity, and proposed the first AD based similarity algorithm is the uncertain data named in the unclustered k-means algorithms. It is our project flow diagram. In our project flow diagram, the user can upload this data loading. The data loading process, the user can load this data. The data, the many of the attributes are acquiring this. For example, we can be taken for this project for social media data set can be taken for this in the project. In our social data set, the many of the attribute, for example, social media ID and all of information, example likes, share, and all of the attribute information can be acquired in this process. So next process, the data pre-processing. The data pre-processing, the unwanted data, unwanted information can be removing this process. For example, the unstructured data, for example, we can take for unstructured data. The unstructured data, some of the attribute can be changed for this line to line. So we can be properly we can be taken for this structured formation. So can be pre-processing. The unstructured formatted data can be converted to the structured formation and unwanted words, for example, semicolon, dot, dot, and plus hash. This unwanted symbols can be removing this in this data pre-processing. In this data pre-processing process can be completed and next goes to this DUQ means and clustering. We can be find out this overall data DUQ means can be finding this process, and next process and clustering process. So this process, the clustering based means many of the attribute are involved in this data set. So we can be taken for this attribute based clustering. First we can be C1 means some of the attribute based clustering can be involved in this process. So next process is attribute based C5, C4, C3 and C2. So after this attribute based C1 can be completed, and the C2 and the C3, C4, C5 can be acquiring this process. After the attribute 5 can be acquiring completed, the final result can be word count and all information can be displayed in this field. The user can be viewing this process. So it is our project uncertain. It is our project name. Open your project backups and it is in packages. So click this home page and run click this run file. After you click this run file, our project home page can be displayed this field. So it is our project home page can be view. So it is our project home page. So our project title name is uncertain data cluster in distributed peer-to-peer networks. So click this start. So it is a user can be upload this file. So click this browse and click this social media data set. So click this open. So it is in view. So after the loading can be completed, our data original data set content can be viewed this process. So view this field. So next process data information. This is data name, data part, data size, and data information. Browse and our browse means data selection timing and browse time. All information date and time can be displayed this field. So next process is on data preprocess. So click this data preprocess. The preprocess can be completed. The structured format data can be load this page, and the 30 means the unwanted, for example hash semicolon, this unwanted symbol can be remove this count 30 data can be acquired, 30 unwanted character can be acquired. So this 30 can be removed and it can be connected to the structured formation. So load data. So it is our original proper structured data can be load this field. It is on page means social media's page, and it is in type photo or status. So it is in category and it is in post month. All information can be displayed this field. So next process is on clustering process. So it is in first clustering. So it is in first attribute based clustering. For example, total int. Total int means it is an attribute, one of the attribute for this data set. So it is in first attribute based clustering. So clustering process can be completed. So next process is on C2 clustering 2. It is in type page like total like based clustering can be first this total integer this data can be clustered for this total for this our database. So second process is it is total page like based clustering can be involving. So next process on C3. C3 means it is in based on this category based clustering can be displayed this field. So next process on C4. C4 is based on this total post method post month based display this clustering can be involving. So C5 it is in total overall count overall information based overall clustering based information. Duke means cluster based information can be displayed this field. So it is in C5, it is in final clustering process. So it is in comparison graph. So it is in cluster timing variation and clustering variation function can be displayed. These two types of graph can be displayed this field. So it is in a level 1 and it can be level means the clustering levels can be displayed. So level clustering variation can be acquired. So level 2 can be have got yes high clustering information level 2 50. So it is in level 2 16 and it is in level 33. So information based on level 3 information can be displayed this field. So thank you for watching this video.